Howdy y'all, this is the shuttle. Yeah, as I start recording this, I really kind of have no idea what this thing is. I got this for free the other day. Someone was just kind of giving it away because apparently it doesn't power on, but it's some kind of small tiny box that has parallel and serial ports on it, and a bunch of like PS2 ports too. If I had to guess, this thing was probably built to interface with industrial machines that still kind of use those old connectors. But I want to see if I can try to get it up and running. Let's look what's inside. Oh wait, what the heck? IDE and SATA. Can this thing take both? Yeah, there's totally a SATA port and an IDE port. This thing might be pretty good to clone old hard drives. Wouldn't have to really use any adapters, it'd just be natively supported. Looks like we got one expansion slot, yeah, back there. Some kind of Intel processor, 2 slots for RAM. We got turbo RAM, 1 GB dual channel. I'm guessing this is probably DDR2. Back in you go. And then interesting enough, a Flex ATX power supply. Total output wattage 100. This thing doesn't take that much power. Supposedly this thing doesn't power on, so let's see here. Let's just do an initial test to see if the fans spin up when I put the power plug in. Oh, there's an LED. Power? Power? Okay, yeah, it doesn't turn on, but there's an LED, so that might be a bad power supply then. I don't have another Flex ATX power supply on the moment, but I do have this spare extra ATX one. Should use the same cables, and at 650 watts, this is definitely overkill. 4-pin and a 20-pin, okay. All right, let's just try putting in this 4-pin in here. Boop. And then this 20-pin in as well. All right, let's see if that will bring this thing to life. Oh! Okay, that's a better sign. Oh, it's going. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's powering on. Okay, let me get a monitor for it. Oh, dang, that fan is full blast. All right, let's put you to the side for the moment so I can get the monitor. No HDMI on this, so we're going with the NEC one today. Let's see what we got. Oh, it posts. Shuttle. Looks like, yeah, this thing can take both IDE and serial ATA. CPU, we got an Intel Core 2 Duo at 2.3 gigahertz. And the copyright's from 84 to 2007, so something must have come out in 07. Into the BIOS we go. Ooh, yep, that is old. That is definitely a BIOS. Well, this thing works. I guess it just needed a new power supply. Though I don't want to have to keep using this giant bulky one. It's very much overkill, so I'm going to order another Flex ATX one and get that in there. But also, I think I should probably clean this a little bit because, oh my gosh, that board is so dusty. And it could probably use repaste. So let's power down first. And let's see how the disassembling process for this thing goes. Because I don't need that off at the moment. Doesn't really seem like I can get the chassis itself that disassembled, but hopefully I'll be able to actually get the board out pretty easily. Yep, only 6 screws. It kind of just doesn't fit. I'm probably supposed to go this way, I think. There we go. Okay, maybe now with the fan off like that, it'll be more agreeable. That's a cool cooler though. There we go. And separated. Oh, you just kind of unscrew it like this. Does that then come off? Oh, that's like cement on there now. Yeah, maybe I should have left this back in the case. Come on. It's kind of hurting my hands a little bit, all these sharp blades. Eee. Well, I guess it doesn't really want to have it removed. It might be glued into place. It might be like the thermal paste is like concrete or something. I don't know. Well, regardless, I can still probably dust this out like this. So let me go do that. Well, I got this thing as clean as I think I'm going to get it, at least with this thing on, so let's reassemble. My new power supply came in, so let's put that in. Ah, I need the old power supply. Forgot to take the bracket off the old one. Warranty void if removed. I mean, that's where that screw was. Whatever, I'm pretty sure this is not really legal anyway. Oh no, my warranty. This power supply is a lot larger than the other one. Well, in terms of wattage, this is a 300 watt power supply, and apparently the other one was a 100. And we're gonna be installing one of these CF card slots in the back. Yeah, not really going to utilize that expansion port, but I am going to utilize the bracket. And what this will let me do is effectively, for older operating systems, be able to have this replace the hard drive. And it also means I won't have to open it up every time I want to swap out hard drives. I also had to order some of these Molex to 4-pin floppy adapters in order to power the CF card slot. I think we have a pretty decent setup at the moment, so let's see if it powers on. All hooked up, let's give it a go. Would help if I didn't have this in the fan. Yeah, buddy. New power supply, new life. IDE channel 0 master. It does see the CF card adapter. That's good. Things should be good to go. Next up, installing something to it. I'm thinking Windows 95 since it's the 30th anniversary.
Well, I got Windows 95 loaded up on this, and sorry if I sound a little bit different. I did get sick halfway through making this video. So because of that, I might have to cut the demo part a little bit short. Alrighty, looks like I'm finally in, so let's try loading up the Doom shareware. Now, I don't have a sound card in here, and I'm not entirely sure how to get the onboard sound to work with Windows 95. If you have any idea how I could do that, let me know in the comments, because I'm still kind of trying to get my bearings in this operating system. All right, I'll be happy with myself if I can at least get through E1, M1 on ultraviolence. Playing with keyboard only is weird. Nope. Nope. Oh no. Wait, where's, oh, there's control. Oh my goodness, I have not really played with keyboard controls before. Also, this keyboard that I'm using, the arrow keys are like dun, 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 and dun. So like, I keep going like this to move left and right, but I'm just going back. This is not the optimal keyboard to be using playing Doom. Nope, I don't want to shoot the door. Oh, there's no way. Nope, okay, yeah. Let's try at least the shareware version of Duke 3D. Okay, goal for this one is to at least get inside the movie theater. Goal is just to get inside the theater. Probably help if I took the polarizer off my camera. Ugh, I'm not used to playing these games with only keyboard. Duke, what are you doing? I don't even know who's shooting at me. Well, I couldn't even get inside the theater. Mechanically, the games are running fine. It's just that I can't really control them all too well. Kind of feels like how I am right now being sick. The last thing to try, which I'm pretty sure won't work, are some CD games. I copied the files onto the SD card that I'm using as a hard drive, but I doubt it's just gonna let me play it off of that. Well, Stunt Truck Driver's not wanting to work with me at the moment. What about Lego Island? Doesn't look like it wants to run either. All right, let's try Quake. Oh, hey, I got it to load. We at least are getting it to go to the screen. This game had a dark environment. Okay, I'm taking off the filter for this one. There we go, that's a little bit better. Has mouse controls. Oh man, this screen is not doing this game justice. I can barely see anything. Looks like I'm gonna have to learn how to get refresh rates to work with this iPhone. Also, it's not fun having to play the game like this using these for your arrow controls. I should learn how to rebind. Okay, yay, I got a guy. I have not played through original Quake in a long time. Don't go in the water. Ah, no. All right, we're not gonna be able to get very far with this today. Well, I would like to be able to do more with this machine, but I guess me being sick right now is kind of preventing me from doing that. I might want to test out in the future how this thing can work with both the IDE and SATA cables. Maybe it might be a good machine to use for transferring data between one hard drive to another. Or it could just be an old Windows 95 box. Would probably want to get a sound card for it though. If you have any thoughts on what I could be doing with this tiny little machine, let me know. I'm really wanting to get more into the old retro computing scene. But I'm gonna go now recover from whatever it is that's making me sick. So that'll be it for now. So long, y'all.